thanks for joining me in my kitchen today. I'm going to take you through a quick DIY on how to make your own produce bags. They're pretty easy to make and generally inexpensive. You're going to need a few things. I've got a mesh material. I get these curtains from the secondhand store. They're in the meters and they're generally inexpensive. You can pick up a couple of meters of this fabric for a few dollars. You'll also need some material scissors, some pins, needle and thread, or a sewing machine if you have one, and then some cord. I've just got a macrame cord, but you could use an old shoelace, a strip of material, anything that you have lying around the house. First, what you need to do is cut out the size of fabric or the size of the produce bag that you want to make. So fold over the material so that one side's got a fold and the other side is open. Cut, and you'll end up with a large rectangle. Then what we need to do is sew along the top edge. We do this by folding over some of that material and then sewing a straight line across that edge. What you'll end up with is a place for you to be able to thread, if I can get this undone, your cord through. Then what we need to do is sew down our edges, remembering that we don't want to sew up this edge. So start from the seam down one side and along the bottom so that we end up with something like this. Our openings are still there and our sides are all secure. Next, we want to get our cord in. Again, fold over your cord so that you get double the length. Lay it down on our produce bag so that we make sure that it's nice and long enough. Cut it so we have the right size. And in one end, tie a little knot. Then either using a paper clip or a safety pin. I only have a paper clip today, but you could definitely make this a lot easier for yourself by using a safety pin. We're going to thread that onto our knot or pin it onto our knot like this, and then thread it the whole way through the top of our produce bag. Now this is very similar to putting a thread back in some tracky pants or in the loop of a hood. So all we're doing is cinching the fabric up on our safety pin and pulling it through, cinching it up like this, pulling it through. Repeat that until you've gone the whole way around and your two ends are out the loops of the top edge. Then what you want to do is tie 2 knots in the end of that cord so that it doesn't fray. Pop them in your reusable bags, take them to the store, fill them up with food, and you're good to go.